Hustle, hustle, yeah, hustle.
What up, what up, what up, y'all? It's the one and only Prophet McFly. This is my rant of the day. And for today's rant, I want to acknowledge a musician I think that should get more acknowledgement during Black History Month. And she goes by the name of Aaliyah. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. You are missed. So there was a whole period in the 90s. Some of you guys were too young for it. Some of you guys just forgot that Black history is being made every year by the hip-hop artists, from Big Pun becoming the first Grammy winner and the first platinum Latin artist in America, at least, to, well, I mean not Latin, but Puerto Rican, and J-Lo evolving from background dancer to headliner, Pharrell and Missy and that whole wave of the Virginia cats, and then we had Aaliyah, which I credit for the birth of all this toxic music, like from Drake to Doja Cat to Kalani to, and I'm not calling these people out, I'm not trying to discredit them, but there's no Griselda without Wu-Tang Clan. There's a lot of there's no G-Unit without Wu-Tang Clan, you know what I mean? That's a very fair assessment, and there's no, and Run DMC obviously, but there's no Drake, Kalani, this whole sultry, like, you have to think before Aaliyah, and the only other person that really did this heavily and consistently throughout their career was Sade. Sade drops once a decade. She's like Dr. Dre, and she makes soul music, R&B, I guess, but soul music, you know. And Aaliyah made soul music too, but she made R&B, bro, like that real shit that leave you in your feel shit, you know. So today, I want to ask you guys to take some time to acknowledge a Black history hero, iconic musician, a woman that is truly was for the people and survived incredible trauma to become the amazing artist that she was, to not even, I mean, it stopped really short, really soon, and I feel like it's very similar to the Pop Smoke situation, the King Shooter situation, the King Von situation, where it's not even, or Nipsey, it's not even the person or the music they make, it's the lack of people around them in their corner that exists for the sole purpose of being for them. You have to learn in this life, especially if you're my complexion and you're around people who aren't, who's there, and not even like in general, you have to learn in life who's there for you and who's there with you. There are people who join you and go along for the ride, and there's people there that will ride till the fucking wheels fall off. There's two types of people, right? And it's very important, especially in any artistic endeavor and any business endeavor, to identify which is first. But this shit relates to regular life. And I feel like the reason why we lost Aaliyah was because the people around her were there for pockets, were there to make history. They weren't there for her, fortunately. Not everyone, obviously, but if someone let that woman go on a plane that was overweight, knowing that she was more valuable than all the stuff they had to get on that plane, right, it happens. But so for today, yesterday was Lewis Lattimore. Today I want you guys to Google, Spotify, YouTube, Aaliyah, and just let that shit rock. And when you hear that song that sounds like a Drake song, when you hear that song that sounds like a Doja Cat song, when you hear that song that sounds like, I won't call them Danny Lay. There's a bunch of like females and males that do this sultry thing. There's a bunch of people who use autotune in a very early 90s Timbaland, Missy Elliott produced kind of way, you know. Even the look, like, her figure was not even like something popular when she was popular. Her figure is popular now. Women of those shape are like cool now, but weren't when she was on it. And let's not even get into the fact that easily would have been one of the best actors. Queen of the Dam is not one of her greatest performances, but she has other movies, a few other ones, where you can see that the woman was super talented and was ascending at a rate that was probably unforeseen. The only thing I could think that even compares to it was like 50 Cent, you know, and like even he didn't have such a, because, you know, he had the benefit of like flip phones and shit like that. She had a really meteoric rise. Yeah, rest in peace, Aaliyah. I want you guys to celebrate the second day of Black History Month by tapping into the modern queen of soul. Not Sade, but Aaliyah. She is the foundation for these song formats, the sound, the sultriness, the auto-tune, all of it. Motherfuckers been biting her for 2 decades and don't give her enough respect. The fact that I can't even play her like I was able to 4 or 5 years ago because these kids don't know who the fuck she is sad. And as artists, we always steal, we always copy, we always duplicate. I get that. But we also acknowledge those that came before us. So, happy Black History Year, y'all. I'll check in tomorrow. Go listen to some Aaliyah, man. And remember, it's always playtime.